Welcome to Bite-Sized Networking. Hope you guys are well. Today we're going to be looking at a short video for the average computer user. Keyboard shortcuts. Definitely something everybody should be using. So we're going to touch on the basic ones, the most common ones, and ones that will benefit any person using a computer on a day-to-day basis. Alright, so the first two keyboard shortcuts that we're going to have a look at today is going to be the copy command, which we use Ctrl+C. And then we're going to look at the paste command, which we use Ctrl+V. Now, I'm sure all of you guys do use these on a daily basis, but in the event you don't, and for the few people that might not, let's have a quick look at how we can use them. I'll also show you another interesting way that you can copy files and folders in Windows using Control and your mouse clicks. So let's get into it. So to start off, let's have a look from inside one of the Microsoft Suite applications. We're going to look at Excel. So if I click, let's say this yellow block here, and use Ctrl+C on my keyboard, you'll see the dotted line appears around it to show me that it has been copied to the clipboard. I can then click where I want to paste it and then simply hit Ctrl+V on my keyboard. It then copies. Obviously, I can copy the entire area if I like. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, nice and easy. Here I've created some test folders and test files to demonstrate copying and pasting in this type of situation. So we can simply click on the folder, Ctrl+C, click in the open space in the folder and Ctrl+V. You'll see a copy of that folder then appears. You can do the same with the file, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Nice and easy. You can copy it to different locations. You just need to single click on the location you'd like to copy it to or open the space. Okay, and then I also mentioned I was going to show you another way to copy files and folders in the Windows Explorer environment. What you can do, if you hold Control down on your keyboard and drag a file or folder, it'll automatically want to make a copy for you. So that's a nice quick way. Just hold Control, left click your mouse and drag. That's a nice quick way to copy a file or folder. If you use the right mouse button, hold Control, right click, drag, it will give you an option of whether you want to copy the file, move the file, or create a shortcut to that file. So this is something that can, depending on the task that you're performing, can greatly improve your efficiency. The next two keyboard shortcuts we're going to have a look at will be undo, which is Ctrl+Z on your keyboard, followed by redo, which is Ctrl+Y on your keyboard. So let's jump into Windows and have a look at how we can be using these. Again, we can use one of the Microsoft suites to demonstrate how this can work inside an application. So what I'm going to do quickly is just create a copy, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Let's create another copy, Ctrl+V, and then let's copy just this yellow square. Okay, so what we said was if I want to undo something that I've done, simply use Ctrl+Z. You'll see it undoes it. You can go back multiple times, and to redo would be Ctrl+Y. You can then see you can take multiple steps forward and multiple steps back in what you're doing if you change your mind about something or realize you've made a mistake, and most importantly, if you realize you've undone something that you actually didn't want to undo, you can then simply redo it, which is quite useful. The next one we're going to have a look at is to select all, which we use Ctrl+A on the keyboard. Again, this can be used in all Windows applications and actually most computer applications that you would encounter. Let's have a look. You can see it selects the whole worksheet if I do that. And likewise, if I'm working inside of Windows Explorer and I use Ctrl+A, it will select everything. Okay, the next one we're going to have a look at is if you want to close any application or any File Explorer window, we can use Ctrl+W. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, you can use this command to close both applications as well as Explorer windows. So if you're busy working in Windows Explorer like we are here, and you just hit Ctrl+W on your keyboard, the window will automatically close itself. The same applies to applications. Let's just make a change here quickly. If I then hit Ctrl+W, it'll ask me if I want to save, which means it's obviously trying to close the application. Okay, we're now going to have a look at how to, what they call snap windows. What this means is basically splitting your screen in half On the one hand, you've got one program, document, or window open, and on the other half, you have the other. Let's have a look how we do this. So what you want to do if you're working on multiple documents or between multiple programs, you need to either reference another document or you're copying and pasting from one document to another. Click on the first program, then use the Windows button and left arrow. You'll see it then fills up the left-hand side of the screen, and then you can then select the document you want to fill the right-hand side of your screen. To undo this or get out of this, you can simply use the maximize button, and the window will automatically come out of that half screen view. Okay, the next one we're going to have a look at is if you want to lock your PC quickly. You're getting up, going to the bathroom quickly, you're going to make a cup of coffee, you're in an open office environment, or you're leaving your office and you don't want to leave your machine unlocked, that any passerby can just sit down and start fiddling or looking through your personal documents. So for this one, all you simply do is press the Windows button and L on your keyboard simultaneously. Immediately it locks your computer and a password will then be required to get back into your PC. Okay, the next one we're going to look at, this is quite a frequently used one by myself and should be by all of you. How often do you want to go to your documents folder, your pictures folder, etc. All you have to do to open your File Explorer is hit the Windows button and E on your keyboard. Now, once you're familiar with using Windows button and E to open Explorer, it's going to be so quick. And it really helps, as opposed to having to look for your File Explorer icon or a shortcut to your documents folder. You just simply press Windows button and E on your keyboard. Okay, the next one we're going to have a look at is how to bring up the search window from your desktop. And to do that, we're going to use the Windows button and S on the keyboard. So let's have a look. Windows button plus S. You'll see it brings up the Windows search menu. You can then search for any document or application on your PC and it will find it for you. Important to note, this will not work for searching inside of specific applications, including the Microsoft Suite. This is simply a Windows search feature. Alright, then quite a neat one that I stumbled across recently. If you want to open apps that are pinned to your taskbar, what you do is you use the Windows button and the corresponding number to that application in order from left to right. Let's have a look at how this one works. So if you look at my taskbar from the bottom, first I have the File Explorer, second Outlook, third Word, fourth Excel, fifth PowerPoint, etc. So if I use the Windows button and number 4, it will open Excel for me. Now, everyone will have their programs pinned in a different order, but you will familiarize yourself with the order of things on your machine. So for me to open my File Explorer, I'll simply press Windows button and 1. If I wanted to bring up Outlook, Windows button and 2. Nice and quick, nice and simple. Yeah, definitely one that's usable, and it kind of gives you a keyboard shortcut for each and every one of the applications pinned to your taskbar. Okay, and then finally, the last one I want to show you guys today is how to reopen a browser tab. It's very useful. I'm sure we've all done it before, where you have so many browser tabs open, you accidentally close one, or you're searching a specific topic, you open 1 or 2 or 3 tabs, 4, 5, 6 tabs, you find something and all of a sudden you've lost it, or you've closed the tab by mistake. How do you get that back? So by using the shortcut Control Shift and T, it will open any closed browser tabs in the order that they were closed from most recent onwards. Let's have a look at how this works. What I'm going to do is open a tab. Let's go to Google. Let's open another one and go to Twitter. Let's open another one and go to LinkedIn. So you'll see them open here. If I now close LinkedIn, close Twitter, and close Google, and then I realize, whoopsie, I didn't want to close that, I can use Control Shift and T. It then opens my Google tab. If I use Control Shift and T again, it will open the Twitter tab I had open, and same applies for the LinkedIn one. So this is an extremely useful one, like I say, when you're lost in tabs, searching for stuff, and you've closed something, you found a bit of information, but you think you've closed the tab. Control, Shift, and T can absolutely be a lifesaver. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of our video. On the keyboard shortcut front, there is a lot more we can get into. I just wanted to make this basic, entry level. It's enough for you guys to work on, practice until you're familiar with, and then we can jump into many more. But for me, these are ones I use on a daily, and I find them to speed up what I'm doing quite a bit. So please, if you like the content, give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of any future videos. Remember, this is Bite-Sized Networking by Mike Lopez. Is a single byte at a time. So let's grow on this journey together. Keep it real, guys. Ciao.